Welcome to the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, where we watch trailers in the biscuit. We take the biscuit.
Fair enough.
Watching trailers.
Wow.
Oh, we're your hosts, James and Jade. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Been a while, hasn't it?
It has. Not due to any problems of mine.
What?
Every time I've suggested, let's do a podcast, you've been like, oh no.
The problem is, and I'll probably talk about this at some point in the future anyway, I've been at work and I don't want to come home and clock in doing this.
Why? It's fun.
It is fun. It's fun. I enjoy it. However, my spare time is now purely Ivy's spare time.
Everyone, when he says Ivy's spare time, he actually means playing Resident Evil.
Which I do when Ivy's finally asleep.
And you're not shitting yourself.
And I'm not shitting my pants. So this one isn't actually, we're not talking about a film today.
Mm-hmm.
What we are talking about is 3 films.
I know, we're doing trailer talks for 3 movies today.
We've done trailer talks in the past, and it's always been stuff that we're sort of interested in seeing.
Yeah.
However, recently, there's been a lot of them.
Is this linked to CinemaCon by any chance?
I don't know, probably. I think some of them are. Most, I'd say probably all of them are. But trailers be dropping left, right and centre.
And you've been getting so excited, I've seen you resharing them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only a matter of time. Because
it's, well, the ones, we've not seen, like, obviously, like, the Doomsday one or anything like that. Because, also, we don't care, kind of.
We're not that interested.
However, these are 3 films that we give a shit about.
We do.
So I've picked them for us. Let's talk about the first one, shall we?
Okay. We do them all as one episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Because otherwise I'm going to post them like one week after another. I don't want 3 episodes dropping
one
on the
week
same day.
After another.
So the first one is an important one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a film we're looking forward. Well, I'm looking forward to. I don't know about you.
I know exactly which one this one is without you even saying it.
You do? Say it.
Coyote vs. Acme.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know anything about this film, it's lucky this film ever got made.
Yeah, because when the news came out that this had been shelved, you were gutted.
I was looking forward to it. I like a cinematic... That's the thing. 2 things belong on the big screen that aren't ever on the big screen anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The Looney Tunes and Star Wars. Both of them are coming back this year.
Yeah, we've had the Looney Tunes already this year in the UK.
Yeah, because Day the Earth Blew Up came out, yeah. But I don't know. This seems like a return to form because we're doing the Space Jam stuff again, where it's sort of a mix of live action and not and cartoon and stuff. It got shelved because Warner Brothers genuinely don't know what they're doing at the minute, or ever, arguably. So it was put down as a tax write-off. It's the same reason Batgirl got cancelled.
Yeah.
Which is also I'm very pissed off about.
Because that's another one of your great loves.
Correct, absolutely. She's my favourite member of the Bat family. It's neither here nor there.
I thought it was Robin.
No, what?
From Batman and Robin, that particular Robin.
Yes, that Chris O'Donnell, Batman and Robin, is my favourite.
He's supposed to be 16, but he's at least...
He's 45.
40 years old.
He's got a wife and 2 kids. Yeah. Anyway, Ketchup Entertainment finally picked it up. Mm-hmm. These are the same people who also picked up The Day the Earth Blew Up.
Okay.
These films are eventually coming out.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I've seen a lot of buzz as well about this. I think people have really threw themselves behind it to say, look, this film needs to get made. Mm-hmm. And I'm really glad that the kind of fans have spoken a little bit on this one.
Yeah, me too. Also, it's kind of on brand for us.
Yeah, it matches in with us perfectly.
So we're talking about that one first.
Uh-huh.
Now, you haven't seen any of these trailers yet.
I haven't, no.
I'm well up to speed.
Of course you are.
I've obviously seen it. This is your moment, and you at home, listener, to go take a look at the trailer, and then we'll talk about it.
Absolutely.
So what we're going to do is we'll be back in literally like 1 second.
1 second. Movie magic.
Movie magic. So we've just watched it.
We have indeed. It's the first time I've seen it.
First time you've seen it. Mm-hmm. Second time for me. What do you think?
You tell me first.
I think it looks great.
I think it looks like the look of the film. I think is stunning.
Okay. Interesting.
I think it looks like it's been really well made.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm on the fence at the moment. I think, who's the lead actress? From that couple of clips I saw, I thought, it felt like she was overacting a little bit, taking it quite seriously.
The lead actress is Lena Condor. She was Jubilee in X-Men Apocalypse. She was in Pretty Lethal that you watched. That girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was good in Pretty Lethal, to be fair.
Okay.
But she played, I thought, a more comedic, a bit of a bitch character In this, it looks like it's a bit the opposite. It's more of a, we need to do the right thing for everybody sort of a thing. And I don't know, it's a bit...
I don't think she's the main focus of this movie.
No, but the clips I saw of her, I thought was just a bit overacted and made me go, oh, cringe a little bit.
Okay.
And John Cena made me cringe a little bit. But then I thought, is it going for a cartoony performance? Because...
It's the Looney Tunes.
It's a cartoony movie, yeah.
Okay. We've trod this ground before.
I was just about to say, because the lead actor who's clearly acting as the lawyer for the Acme cases, is he going to play it very much like Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Is he going to be...
I would argue this would lean closer to Who Framed Roger Rabbit than it would any other movie.
A bit more stoic when you've got Coyote acting like a damn fool.
But Coyote doesn't say anything.
But he'd be acting a fool.
But he'd be acting the fool, yeah. So the lead actor is Will Forte. You're sort of semi-familiar with his work.
Mm-hmm.
In I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
He's the playing guy.
He's amazing.
He's great, yeah. SNL alumni. I think he's great. John Cena, though, I didn't see him in the trailer. That joke never gets.
Shut up.
Is playing the head of the Acme Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we are tying this into anything, are we tying it into Looney Tunes Back in Action?
I don't remember enough of that film.
Steve Martin was the head of the Acme Corporation.
Oh, why couldn't he have been still the head of the Acme Corporation?
I imagine he would have given the job to someone else. Like, he was the villain in that
yeah,
movie.
people can retire.
I appreciate that. I think with the court case thing, I think it can lean towards more of an adult tone.
I was going to say, this film doesn't read for kids as much. But I think as well, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I don't think is particularly very...
It's not kid-friendly.
Kid-friendly at all.
No, I agree.
And people think it is. So I think it's going to... This feels to me like it's going to be more like that. But I must admit, my favourite part of this trailer was when they're in court.
Mm-hmm.
And he holds that sign up and he knocks it down like, get out. I quite like that.
In terms of like live action, things like that, usually it tends to be the human is put into the cartoon world.
Yeah.
However, this looks like our world with the Looney Tunes in.
Yeah.
And the problem that gives off is that the animation has to be so good that you have to believe these cartoons are in the real world.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it can be... We're at a bit of a disadvantage here.
Yeah.
Because Space Jam, they put Michael Jordan in there.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I don't know. The animation, it looks crisp, but I can tell when the performance ends and the animation starts.
See, I am looking at it in a fairly dark room, by the way, and on quite a small phone screen.
Okay.
So how it looks on the big screen could be completely different. I could spot lots of errors. But I liked what I did see in this.
Okay. Did it make you laugh?
Not really, other than that one bit with Coyote knocking the sign down, but don't show too many of your gags in the trailer.
Yes.
And I'm guessing we're going to get more.
Mm-hmm.
But this has piqued my interest enough where I'm like, oh, tell me a bit more.
What about the general public? Do you think that will have piqued their interest a little bit?
This movie, I wholly believe, is for people like us.
Okay. And not...
I think it's people that are waiting for this film are the ones that are going to go and see it.
It was a big headline when it got cancelled, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sure if it's going to appeal to many families, really.
Okay. It appeals to one family, at least.
Yeah, to this one.
This one, yeah.
Well, families more likely to go see films like Mario and stuff like that as opposed to films like this.
You say that, but with The Day the Earth Blew Up coming out earlier this year in the UK, that film didn't do particularly well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They're kind of damned if they do. Do people care about the Looney Tunes enough?
I'm not sure. I think this will probably do quite well in the US.
Yeah.
Because did the Day the Earth Blew Up do well in the US? Because I remember so many people raving about it.
Well, it did well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether this will make enough money to make Warner Brothers go, oh, okay, we didn't do well. But however, this tested well. You know, when they do like test screenings for people, and you know,
they'll change endings and rewrites.
They'll do rewrites, and so for the mass audience, it tested really well.
Yeah.
So it's weird to me that they cancelled it anyway, and then.
Did they give a reason as to why it was cancelled? Was it expensive or
just as a tax write-off?
Oh.
The first films were Batgirl, Scoob, the sequel to the Scoob.
Oh, was anyone even interested in that?
Scooby-Doo does well. It's got a fan base. And this. So 3 films were cancelled. This is the only one that's coming out.
Okay. I suppose Scooby-Doo's taking on a life of its own now with something else.
Yeah. However, it may look like Scoob is coming out at some point.
That means Batgirl might eventually claw its way out.
Batgirl's not going to see the light of day. I'm so sorry.
Why do you think that won't, whereas the others are?
I don't think there's any need. Yeah, there's no need for that film to come out with James Gunn rebooting everything. I think from what I get, he's spoke to the people in the directors in charge and said, look, I'm sorry, but now we're going in this way, that we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
However, recently, Michael Keaton has done an interview and said, I don't care that it's been cancelled. And he was in it.
Right.
And I don't think people are going to be like, oh. And also after The Flash, do you want to see?
I don't know if I trust Keaton after The Flash.
Exactly, yeah. It sucks for the people, because it was finished. And Brendan Fraser was going to be the bad guy.
Oh, but I like that.
Yeah, so it would have been interesting to see how that played out with the resurgence of Brendan Fraser. But I don't know. We'll probably not see that. However, James Gunn has a story writing credit on this.
Interesting.
So, I don't know, maybe he's got a bit of play in it.
Maybe Batgirl will turn up.
Maybe Batgirl will never be made. Ever. But this has come out, this is a victory for the little guy.
Yeah.
Which kind of is what the film is about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wondering what it's going up against when it comes out. Like, what are the other releases around it?
It's in August. It's coming out, so perfect for the school holidays.
Yeah, because it's going to depend what other family films are out at that time as to possibly how well it'll do. But again, I'm not too sure how many families are going to go and see this unless the parents have got an affinity for films like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and Space Jam. And
they're already Looney Tunes fans. I don't know if it'll bring in many people new to it.
Okay, that's interesting. We'll see.
I mean, I'd like to think that they will. But is this sort of comedy with cartoons a little bit dead? I'm not too sure.
What, slapstick with cartoons?
Like this particular stuff.
I think maybe that sort of format would work better in a short cartoon, 5-minute cartoon.
Yeah.
You're stretching it out for an hour and a half. It's been done successfully. Yeah. Whether it's going to be done successfully this time, we don't know.
I mean, maybe it's going to be this generation's Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
That would be great. And I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, no, I'm rooting for it too. It might sound like I'm talking about it in a negative way, but I am actually excited to see what they do next with it.
Yeah, okay.
What's the next trailer going to be like?
If there is one.
If there is one, yeah. If not, if we're going straight into the actual movie itself, I think I could be really pleasantly surprised with it.
Okay.
Again, I'm glad they've not shown everything in it. I'm glad we're only getting a taste of the fact that Bugs is in it.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Again, I feel like that's for us. I don't feel like that's for kids because I don't know if they care enough. Whereas we're like, yes. Bugs is back in Avengers Doomsday.
However, they have recently put the Looney Tunes in Fortnite.
Oh, maybe then.
So, do you think maybe kids will be like, oh, Fortnite? I don't know how children work.
You have one.
I have one. She is 4 months old. She knows nothing but milk, right?
She's like, I love milk and dummies, and that is all.
So, say our nephew, our 10-year-old nephew, do you think he's going to go, oh, it's Bugs Bunny from Fortnite? Let's go.
Possibly. Who knows? I mean, this could do well if clips of it end up eventually when it comes out on TikTok or something like that. I know loads of people that have watched movies via clips on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that how it might gain traction? Will it possibly do better on streaming?
Who knows?
Who knows, guys? But again, coming out in the school holidays, I think it's got a chance.
Okay.
I'd like to think it's got a chance anyway.
Yeah, me too. It's going to sell at least 2 tickets, I can tell you that
For
much.
me and you,
yeah,
we will be there. The day it comes out, we will be there watching and reviewing.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the next one.
Okay.
Clayface. The face of clay. Look at my face, it's made of clay. That's the full title, by the way. Clayface trailer has dropped today. I'm very excited about this.
I know nothing about this other than it's directed by Mike Flanagan.
No, it is not.
Oh, I know absolutely nothing about this then.
The story is written by Mr. Mike Flanagan.
So that is, I do know Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, it's got Flanagan's involvement. Clayface, Batman villain. Love to see.
I don't know much about him.
You don't know anything about Clayface?
Not really.
He's got a face made of clay.
I gathered, but I don't know anything else really.
He's got a massive clay face.
Oh, is that it?
I think that's more or less it. This is so okay. Mike Flanagan's involved. He's written the story. It's inspired by the 2 Clayface cartoons from the animated series.
Okay.
Which were well received, I believe. 8.6, I think they're set at on IMDb.
Okay.
So Flanagan's not directing because of his other engagement,
Yeah.
Exorcist.
Which to you is more important?
Correct. Absolutely. I would take a good Exorcist movie over a decent Clayface movie. Absolutely. However, it's interesting that he's done technically a superhero movie, a comic book movie.
Do you think it's going to lean towards horror? Although I've not seen the trailer yet.
Well,
so I'm
here's
not
the
sure.
thing. I'm going to show you the trailer and you're going to react to it
Right now.
right now. You've just watched it.
I have indeed.
Clayface. He's got a clay made of face. Massive clay face.
a face made of clay.
Yeah. What do you think?
Do you know what? That's piqued my interest, as.
Okay. It's only a teaser.
It's only a teaser, but I think it's done enough to whet my appetite.
Oh, is your appetite wet? Is your whistle wet?
Very wet.
Clayface, if you don't know, is basically a shape-shifting creature.
Okay.
However, there's a bit more to it than this.
Mm-hmm.
He is an actor. It's an actor who suffers from an accident and essentially takes a substance. I use that word very well. And it's basically made of clay, so he can morph into literally anyone or anything.
It didn't look like in there, though, that he'd taken something himself. It looked like somebody was fucking with him.
Now, this is where, that word I just said, the substance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's playing a big, big part in this.
Right.
Because there's a Clayface page on Instagram,
mm-hmm.
and they've been teasing, not just little things, little pictures, and I've been sharing them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they've changed them. Oh, this is very interesting. So it follows an actor, Matt Hagen, who, up and coming actor, who suffers from an accident.
Yeah.
And basically, that picture there wasn't always like that. A face you won't forget. And then this picture here is healing you from the inside out.
Right.
Very substancy. And then it says, actor Matt Hagen brutally attacked. Get well soon.
Right.
Gotham Gazette.
Okay.
And then that's on the posters dropped and the trailers just dropped.
Yeah.
We're doing body horror.
Yeah.
We're doing DC's The Substance.
Oh, I'm all for it. And if anyone doesn't know, The Substance is one of my favourite films.
Why haven't we covered that on the podcast?
Because of you.
What do you mean?
You've never picked it. Because James ultimately picks what we do on the podcast.
Okay. Well, okay. I feel like I would have said yes to The Substance.
But you didn't, so...
Okay, fine. I think we got caught up in the Oscars race.
Possibly,
that year, yeah.
But no, I really like that film. So the idea of it being used with a story like this, I think is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's not going to follow the ins and outs, obviously, that story. But I like
You like the premise?
Yeah, I like the idea of having a bit more of a body horror kind of Batman film. Are we going to get a Batman in this?
Probably not. I would have thought so.
Oh, come on, Keaton. That was your moment.
So apparently this was never going to get made.
Right.
But James Gunn read the script and the story and said this is too good not to make.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Why?
It was written by Mike Flanagan.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Anyone who knows Matt Flanagan's work will know that he is a fucking terrific writer.
Oh, he really is. You want a monologue? Oh, he'll give you one.
I mean, some people might find him monologue heavy. I think it's just right.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Goldilocks in this house. He's fabulous.
Absolutely. So he's written the story, Mike Flanagan has. It's co-written by Hossein Amini, who has some decent writing credits behind him. Drive being one of them, the Ryan Gosling movie. It's being directed by James Watkins, an English director, who directed Eden Lake. Okay. Which is, and I hope I get this right, a nasty movie.
Right, okay.
Pretty disgusting.
I've not seen it.
He also directed the remake to Speak No Evil.
Okay.
The James McAvoy one we saw.
Oh, yeah. That was quite good at building tension.
Yes.
With that particular movie, even though I didn't care for it.
Mm-hmm.
The performances were great. And I thought it was shot well. The way that the score was used was great. And there were a lot that I could take out of it that I enjoyed.
Okay.
So I think that this could be something pretty solid, to be fair. And it is giving off that horror crime element. It's
making Gotham look dirty.
Really grungy and grim, and I like that.
Bear in mind, though, that this is the third one after Supergirl. Mm-hmm. So we've had Superman, Supergirl, this.
Yeah.
How bad does Gotham have to be? It's our first look at Gotham, straight up, by the way, because we've not been there yet.
I mean, we're only getting a bit of a snippet, really. We're not really seeing Gotham yet.
Does it feel a bit Morbius to you?
I was thinking Morbius in my head. I've not seen it, but I've seen enough trailers.
Okay.
to know the kind of vibe that went.
Okay. Does it feel like that for you?
A little bit, but it felt it didn't feel quite as cheap as Morbius did.
I would agree.
There is a cheapness to Morbius, and I don't know if it's because of the fact that it was Leto in the cast.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's just because I didn't really care much for the character.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who knows?
We've got.
I know there is an audience for Morbius, by the way.
Yeah. Not in this house. There isn't. It stars Tom Rhys-Harris, up and coming actor. Apparently, a big name in the up and coming circuit.
Oh, I like that.
Well, it could have been a fan favourite for us.
Okay.
A family favourite, shall I say. Jack O'Connell was the second
Oh.
the second front runner for it. Now, Jack O'Connell, is he too big now? Do you need someone to...
I don't know. I feel like Jack O'Connell's star is on the rise. I think he would do well with something like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's room for everybody.
There's room for everyone, absolutely. I'm kind of there to see a new actors take on big things. Also, we haven't seen Clayface before on the big screen. You know, he's been sort of sidelined for video games and comic books.
So this gives an up-and-coming actor something to really sink their teeth into and give us something completely new.
Yeah.
And to make their name a little bit. I like that. I keep saying I like that. That's becoming my catchphrase in this particular episode.
It's from Sheffield.
Go on, local lad.
Go on, like the local lads. Good for him.
Message him, ask him if he's ever been to Magna.
Oh, well, probably, yeah. He was in I think he's from Sheffield. He was in a production of The History Boys, which played at the Sheffield Crucible. So I think he's from Sheffield.
You're like, please be from Sheffield.
Made his debut. Oh, shit. Made his West End debut in Jez Butterworth's Mojo with Ben Whishaw. I have seen that.
Oh, so you've already seen him
I have seen this guy.
Okay.
That is news to me. I do not remember him in that show.
Would you remember him, though, if he wasn't as up-and-coming and Ben Wishaw's in it?
Oh, no, yeah, he was in it. I was too worked up on seeing Ben Whishaw on stage.
I'm unsurprised, because Ben Whishaw is fabulous.
I've seen this guy act in person.
Well, you didn't think badly of his performance, otherwise you'd have remembered it.
That was one of the best plays I've ever seen, genuinely. So, great. Okay. I want this to do very well.
Well, fingers crossed, again, if it's got Flanagan writing it. So at least we'll get something that is going to make sense on screen,
yeah.
I'd like to think.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, our close friend and Batman expert, Jake, has something to say about it as well. Mm-hmm. These are his thoughts.
Take it away, Jake.
It looks haunting. It looks eerie. And as a friend of mine said when they saw the trailer, they said it may reaffirm their fears of body horror. Yeah, I think we're in for something special with Clayface.
Quick question, because people who don't already know, James has acted in Batman things for Claws and Web.
Yeah.
Is Clayface a character you'd ever want to take on?
Yeah, maybe. Well, you know, never say never. It's not a character I
I was
particularly
going to say,
know.
would you be interested in it?
I'd give anything a go. Do it for a $5. But,
Right, Kate Winslet.
I'm just saying. I don't know. What I want to ask you, though, is if this is James Gunn's approach to this universe, how is that any different to what DC were doing at the start anyway?
How do you mean?
So at the start it was a bit of a hodgepodge. So we had Superman, we had Man of Steel, then we had Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, then Suicide Squad. We've had Superman, Supergirl, this. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's just picking anything at random? Do you think he's just telling little stories connected in the same universe?
I mean, it's hard to know because we haven't got Supergirl yet.
What would you want to see? Would you rather have a universe that you dip into every now and then with different characters?
It's hard because I feel like what Marvel did before the Avengers, it was kind of lightning in a bottle. I don't know if they'll ever be able to do that again, where you had such a wide range of characters and stories, and they all focused in and came together to make two great movies. Mm-hmm. I don't think DC's got that.
Do you think that's what they're trying to establish?
Possibly. I think that kind of the time of superheroes is coming to an end at the moment. I think it's just a little bit oversaturated. It's going the same way that the young adult movies did. Mm-hmm. That it connected probably with us more because it was kind of as we were growing up.
Yeah.
From reading the books, then they were all just getting churned out on the big screen. I think DC have got a problem because if you do have superhero fatigue, you've got to do something different to get that audience back in.
Okay.
So if you're going to lean more towards horror's known for printing money.
Go all out then.
Yes, if you're going to do it, and horror is a bit of a kind of, what's the word? It's a bit of a sure thing for cinemas. You can get an audience in to see a horror film. If you've got people that are just interested and don't necessarily know the ins and outs and they don't need to do their homework, are they more likely to come and see it?
So if you don't market this as a DC movie, if you market this as a horror movie,
a bit substance-esque, like it looks like they are.
Yeah, then they're laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I mean, you can add in some like bits and pieces, but I think if you make it too superhero-esque, are you going to alienate some people?
I see what you mean. Okay, we'll see. Again, this is just a teaser. I do like the look of it. I think it's going to be acted like the fuck out of.
Because I'm going to tell you the truth, right?
Yeah.
Looking at it from the outside in before I knew it was a
DC
kind of thing, I was thinking, oh, this looks like a cool kind of horror-esque movie / crime. Horror-esque / crime.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm thinking, oh, I ain't got to fucking watch Superman again, have I?
You're probably
I ain't got to do this again, have I?
You're probably going to anyway, because Supergirl's going to come out soon. Sorry. We're starting again. It's nice to start fresh. Will you watch it?
What, me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I have to go with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I doubt they'll be doing it for baby cinema, though.
Flanagan's name's involved. Does that give you hope?
Absolutely. What's making you excited for it?
Mike Flanagan.
Just Flanagan.
Yeah. I think James Gunn's been very clever in going, this is a good script by that very talented man. I'm not going to say no to it.
Yeah.
That will work tenfold. Because Flanagan's name, if in the horror community, it's
massive,
huge. It will do well in that community. And also might get them interested in super comic book movies, I guess.
Maybe.
And also, of all the Batman rogues we've got, yeah, why not chuck Clayface? Why not give him his own movie?
Yeah.
If you found a way to make it work.
If you found a good story.
And that's it at the end of the day.
Then do it at the end of the day. It's when I think they just churn out any old movie because they feel like fans want that character.
And that's what the Suicide Squad felt like. Yeah,
and I think that's how some of the Marvel films have felt. It's like fans are wanting this, so we're just going to churn out the same story or the same bare bones of a story and then put in loads of filler and crap.
Yeah.
People have gotten fed up.
I see. We've also got the Batman Part 2 coming soon as well. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's interesting. This may have pipped Harvey Dent to the post.
Maybe.
We're doing that scarred, person of interest. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this sits high on my watch list for the rest of the year.
Ooh, okay.
And I thought it was this year, but everyone was like, no, it's next year. But no, it's this year, and I can't wait. And it's the day after my birthday.
Oh.
Good times for me. So, should we talk about the next one?
Next movie, please.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno.
Burn, baby, burn. Evil Dead, burn. Evil Dead burning down the house.
Hold tight. Wait till the party's over.
So, Evil Dead is a franchise that we adore in this house.
We really, really do. And I'm surprised you don't have a tattoo linked to that movie, if I'm being honest.
As of recording, I don't.
But you may in the future.
I may do. Let's see how this one pans out. So Evil Dead Rise is, well, let's talk about it. The Evil Dead. Sam Raimi's absolute banger of a horror movie. Low budget. Love to see it. Evil Dead 2, however, is a masterpiece. Everyone knows this. Army of Darkness. It's all right.
Did something different.
It's okay. Evil Dead Remake. Yeah, give or take it. Evil Dead Rise is a favourite in this house.
It absolutely is.
It's over there. I'm looking at it actively.
You're actively looking at the steel.
Yeah. Just fun fact. It's not really a fun fact. I started watching it and it was in the daytime and I couldn't see anything.
You couldn't see shit.
I couldn't see shit, so I just stopped watching it. That's a film we like. And Lee Cronin's doing The Mummy now. And
we haven't seen it yet. We're seeing it next week. But from what we've heard, people are saying that he's basically just made a Mummy Evil Dead movie. And that because he's really wanting to do another one from the sound of it.
It's weird to me he's not done another one.
I was thinking that because people liked Rise.
However, I think Evil Dead has found itself in a bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? On a pedestal a little bit. Where Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell, who were producers on these movies, have gone, right, this is a chance for us to get this franchise into the hands of a new up-and-coming director who can do what they want with it, completely unhinged, and thus we have let them out into the big wide world. Lee Cronin's got The Mummy. He did Rise. It's an anthology series now, this Evil Dead franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we're following that pattern now.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
Compared to what? Like Scream? If I use Scream as an example,
Mm-hmm.
I think Scream needs to stop.
Scream does need to stop. There's been too many of them.
There's only so often you can use the same characters, and Sidney Prescott would have learnt their lessons from the first one.
Yeah, by this point, I'm surprised Sydney's even talking to anybody. I'd have left the country.
I am surprised Sidney Prescott hasn't gone into witness protection.
Yeah.
There, I said it.
Yeah.
Gail Weathers as well. Let's paint them with the same brush. Not you, David Arquette. You died in one. But
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Give a shit. But if you're doing an anthology series, you can go balls to the wall.
Yeah. Do you think it's very much American Horror Story-esque in that respect?
No, because
Obviously not using the same people, but
because it's better than that.
you say that, but some of the American Horror Story seasons are great.
Not the ones I've seen.
You've not seen them all, so up yours.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let's watch a trailer for it. Evil Dead Burn. Again, it's a teaser, but
I watched this on your story last night, and I was like, "This is great to watch before bed." Thanks for sharing this.
Yeah, no,
with
you're
me.
welcome, sweetie. Thank you. Anytime. Let's watch it again.
Oh.
What do you reckon?
This is giving more the remake vibes than it is the original movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, Evil Dead has an air of silliness about it.
I agree.
Even with some of its dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy's with the maggots now. You're like, oh, that's horrible.
That's good.
That's horrible. That's
Come
great.
get some. Ah.
Yeah, that doesn't feel it. However, that's not what we're getting in that particular scene.
Now, do you think that is... No, it's done this before, where it's shown bits from in the trailer, but those are the bits at the start of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, in Rise...
Yeah.
We're not talking about Bruce Campbell's Evil Dead. We're in a new world now.
Yeah.
Okay. In Rise, that bit where she comes out of the water,
Mm-hmm.
that is the start of the movie.
Yeah.
And that was in the trailer, like, heavily.
Yeah, I saw her in the bath. I saw the her being creepy with the kids.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, and then she kind of came out of nowhere, didn't she?
Mm-hmm. Do you think
crept up? Ugh.
What you're seeing in this trailer is just chaos unfold?
Yeah.
This could happen at any point. It's all one shot as well.
I've got a feeling this is going to be a scene at the beginning.
I think it is as well.
Very much like we got with the recent 28 Years Later.
Boots coming now inside of you.
Yeah, where we started off with that scene where they're watching Teletubbies on the TV and all that chaos was happening around.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
I reckon that's what we're getting with that particular scene. So basically, this teaser is just showing us part of a scene where we've got a female character that's just
fine for
it's just crawling around while all this shit's happening around her, and all these people are looking like they're getting killed or beaten the fuck up. It's giving off more zombie than it is Evil Dead.
Oh no, I disagree. I think it's giving up. It doesn't feel Evil Dead.
I agree.
The telltale signs are there. It's very bloodless for a trailer for Evil Dead, and also there's no Evil Deading.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is that there's people being thrown around the house, and we're not seeing any demons.
No.
You see one guy float towards the
Yeah,
end.
you see him kind of floating on his tiptoes.
Yeah, through the window.
Through the tulips.
But you're not seeing anything like Dead by Dawn, anything like that. Again, it's just a teaser. We'll probably get more in the coming weeks.
Yeah.
July is an early release date for this. I didn't know it was complete.
Do we have a synopsis for this yet?
Nope, we got nothing.
Because to me, it's giving off... What was that movie that came out last year about a video game that's come back called?
Pixels.
Before Dawn? So is that what it's called?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. It gave away that sort of vibe, the colour palette of the teaser.
Yeah.
And obviously I saw that again on a dot. I don't know why I watch these movies on really bright days, but it felt like it was giving more of that vibe, like, oh, this is an opening scene where a sister or something's trapped in a house where something happens, and then there's going to be a load of people come and find her. I know that's not what we know about this, by the way. That's what this is going to happen. And I fucking hope they don't do that, because I think it's such an old trope.
I think I agree with you. This is what IMDb... This is the only fact on IMDb. Evil Dead series creator Sam Raimi selected Sebastian Vanicek, I'm probably mispronouncing that, as director after being impressed with his work on Infested 2023.
Okay.
They stated his intention with the movie was to create a visceral sensory experience that punches the audience in the gut. I want people to feel physically drained when they leave the theatre, like they've been through an emotional and intense journey.
Okay.
Now, we've established a good tongue-in-cheek tone with Evil Dead Rise. I think that mixed it very well.
Well, we went from like a cabin in the woods with the first two to then some sort of weird medieval thing in the third
A horror
one.
comedy, yeah.
Yeah. And then we get the remake, which again, we're back into cabin in the woods territory. Then Rise was completely different. It put it in the middle of a city, but it still made them feel isolated in how it did it. This feels like it's going very much cabin in the woods again, but with a house.
What I mean is, with Evil Dead, the remake,
Yeah.
I think it's nasty. I think it's a nasty movie.
Yeah.
I think there's no fun in that movie. It's
Yeah.
my only gripe with it. Rise is fun again. We've got the chainsaw. We've got people being mushed.
I mean, it is nasty, but it's
nasty.
There's an element of, this is silly. It's Raimi, you get the eyes stuff, you get some of the dialogue's wonderful.
Yeah. Charge up your bite, all that stuff.
Oh, otherwise it Eenie.
Meanie. Mighty. Yeah. It's good stuff. I'm worried we're going to lose it a little bit again.
Yeah, from looking at that, I feel like I can already kind of see where this is playing out without knowing any other information. I really want to be proven wrong.
Okay. Do you think it's going to... it looks like the house is a very don't breathe kind of house.
Yeah. And it's something we've seen. It's something we've seen loads in horror films. So if they're going to do it, they need to do something different with it.
Yeah. It would be interesting... We've tied it into a little bit because there's 3 different books. I think we spoke about this when we did the Evil Deads. You should probably check them out. But Evil Dead Rise, that's a book. The Evil Dead remake, that's another book. This is the 3rd book. Are these books nastier than each other? Are they different in personality? Do they give off different demons?
Someone should just bury these fucking books.
Stop reading the books.
I'd say, yeah, put the books away.
Yeah. But I don't know. As a teaser, I don't think it's the best.
No, it looks very, very, very paint by numbers.
Okay.
And that's not what I want in an Evil Dead movie. But again, we're only getting a teaser. The whole movie could be nothing like this. It could be an opening scene and then they get hold of the book from a crime scene or something and it end up in a completely different location.
Or like a police building or something.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So I just don't want the same haunted house shit that we get all the time. I think one of the reasons that Evil Dead works, apart from the 3rd one, is the fact that there is that sense of isolation, that these people are stuck with these demons.
Yeah. Rise established it quite well.
In a really clever way, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if we, again, put it in a house, you've got to establish why there's no one around. You've got to establish why the police aren't coming.
Yeah.
You've kind of written yourselves into a corner.
Yeah. And unless they've got it's again following the cabin in the woods, but it's a house in the woods.
However, one article I've just picked up on says Evil Dead Burn teaser trailer puts a terrifying new spin on the idea of in-laws from hell.
Right.
So, are we doing in-laws stuff?
But then again, you're still setting it in a house.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a family that are going at each other.
I
mean, but we've already seen that. We've already seen a family go at each other in Rise.
Yeah.
I don't know, just give me something a bit different, because I think Evil Dead has the ability to do different things because it is so balls to the wall.
But you shouldn't make it. You need to make it make sense. But also, you shouldn't just shocking people isn't a good time.
No, out of all the 3 teasers you've shown me today, that's my least favourite. And to be honest, I thought when I saw it last night, oh, is that it?
It seems like not a very... Rise arrived.
I agree.
It was just like, I can't remember the teasers for that, but the trailer was good. And then the first bit, when the title card rose up from behind the mountains
it was
and stuff.
Everywhere, wasn't it?
That was wild. It's like, that's the best title card ever made, just fact. But
Yeah.
I don't know. This seems like here's another Evil Dead. We're doing it again.
Yeah, we're going back to the cabin in the woods. Well, we're going back to that. We're going back to, again, the remake.
Yeah.
Are we just going to get another nasty movie?
I don't want that.
We want something a bit more fun.
A bit silly. Where's that gone?
Yeah, because that to me is what Evil Dead is. Evil Dead has an element of silliness about it. It's something that a lot of other horror films don't have.
Yeah.
It doesn't take itself all that seriously sometimes.
I think if you were to say if you watch that trailer again, but you put on a song on there that's similar to like the Ready or Not thing.
Yeah.
If you do something like that, then you're laughing. The contradiction of that is a joke.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi would do something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this director would. We don't know at what point this story, this trailer, this scene is happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hard to judge, but what we're seeing at the moment, I don't know, it just doesn't feel particularly impressive.
Again, we'll see. Obviously, we'll watch it.
Truth be told, right, if I didn't know anything about the Evil Dead films and I saw that, it wouldn't make me interested in seeing the movie.
And that's
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I would just think, oh, I feel like I've seen this a million times.
That's a shame.
But I don't know, another teaser might come out, a full trailer will come out, and that make me go, actually, you know what? That's what we're getting, and that's really good. But from just looking at this, if someone said, I want you to watch this film based on that teaser, nothing about Evil Dead, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
If I saw that as a teaser on Netflix for a movie, I wouldn't click the film, basically.
Oh dear.
Is what I'm saying.
That's a scathing review.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just don't think it's impressive.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I feel bad for we're closing out the trailer talk with that one. We'll obviously watch it.
Well, yeah, because we're big Evil Dead
We're Evil Dead fans.
Here, yeah.
But so far I'm also not impressed.
Would you, if you'd have seen that as a teaser for a Netflix movie, would you be that interested in it?
Oh, I wouldn't. But I'd want to see why that scene is happening.
Well, you'd know because you'd have a synopsis.
Yeah.
Just because I feel that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of we see Black Summer and stuff like that on Netflix. They all have teasers like that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, just scenes of the movie.
What is it? We Bury the Dead. I watched that recently. To be fair, that had a scene like that.
Oh, it did?
Which it showed as a teaser, but the movie seemed completely different.
Yeah.
That actually really ended up impressing me.
Okay.
So please do something different.
But then again, Sam Raimi, and this ties into Clayface, massive face made of clay, whatever I say. Sam Raimi's got this IP. He can do what he wants with it. Why not dish it out to all these different directors?
Yeah.
Let them tell an Evil Dead story, make bank. Because those movies make money. That's why Send Help's so good.
Maybe it's too hard to ask to get a great Exorcist movie and Evil Dead.
Oh, do you think we're going to get one or the other?
Who knows? Maybe it's like a bit like Two-Face, side of a coin, which one we're getting.
Oh.
If you had to pick which one's worse, Evil Dead or The Exorcist, which one would it be?
Let me tell you for a fact, I would pick a bad Evil Dead movie and do a good Exorcist one, because Exorcist has been a franchise without a good movie for a long time.
I was going to say, I bet it's that.
So, Flanagan as well. We'll see. I want to be impressed by I want to have fun at an Evil Dead thing, a movie. I don't want to just be like, oh, that's not. If it is too gross and it is without humour, that is not Evil Dead.
Yeah. Especially if Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah.
Is more Evil Dead than this. That's going to be really annoying as well.
That will be annoying. If The Mummy turns out to be basically a sequel to Evil Dead Rise.
And this ends up disappointing, I'll be like, why didn't you give it Lee? Because he clearly fucking wanted it.
Give it to him. He loves it.
I mean, again, we're judging it unfairly because we've not actually seen either film at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
We could end up completely eating our words in a few months' time. But you know what? In the here and now, this is how I feel.
So, to summarise, Coyote versus Acme. Do you think it'll be better than the Space Jam?
Yes, I do.
Clayface, massive face made of clay. Do you think that will be better than Space Jam?
I think it probably will, yeah.
Evil Dead Burn, what do you think?
At the moment, no.
Okay. Yes, no.
Yes, no, I think is where I'm currently sat. I want to be impressed.
Yeah. Meatloaf said it best. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I want you.
So yeah, that's the trailer talk. We managed to do something.
We did.
Yeah. I'm glad you watched them.
Yeah, so am I. I'm about to go to bed.
Good night.
You're like, get some sleep, you cranky bitch.
Sleep. What are you doing? We'll be back whenever we do content.
Well, we are going to see some movies next week, guys, so we may do some podcasts about those, unless any more trailers drop in the meantime.
We're quadruple billing next week, aren't we?
We are. We're doing 4 movies in
4 movies back to back.
In a day.
In a day. And hopefully, if there's 45 minutes in between, do we just sit in the car and record a podcast on each?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm down. That'll be a long day.
We can do it, though.
We can do it.
We're babyless that particular day, so we thought, you know what, let's just fill it full of movies.
Yeah, absolutely. Hats off to any babysitter. You do the Lord's work.
You really do.
But yeah, we'll see you when we see you.
You will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.